welcome to the Eugene Torta YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody that subscribed so far. If you haven't, please go down there, subscribe, hit the like button, leave comments. That all helps the channel grow, and maybe one day I'll be monetized. But anyway, today's video is about my center console and the radio Bezel. I'm not going to go into detail. I didn't videotape what I did, but basically I just took everything apart and refinished it. I originally took the original one off. This is the original one, and I replaced it with an aftermarket one. And the aftermarket one had a really big gap here, right there. And it also had a big gap here where the cover is. So I didn't like that. So I decided to refinish this, and I needed to refinish the radio Bezel anyway. Plus I modified it to hold my wideband. And I added a USB charging port, which is nice because it has an on and off switch. And when you turn it on, it tells you your battery voltage. So that I like a lot. But I also readjusted my radio. I didn't like the way that was sitting in there. And I moved it out a little, and I moved it over this way, and it's better centered now. And I probably spent more time doing that than anything. It took me less time to clean these parts, I think, and drill the holes and paint them and all that stuff than it took me to readjust the mounts to get this radio just right. And when I did it, I did have to trim these corners just a little tiny bit, because the corners on the radio have a sharp radius where this had a wider radius. And to get it in, the corners in there to come out a little bit more, I did have to trim them just a little bit. You can do that with a file or something. It's very little that I had to take off to get that in there, those corners in there. I actually used a Dremel motor tool with a pointy little grinding stone, tiny grinding stone, and just zip, and that was it. So did that, and if you want to know what I refinished them with, I started with the Duplicolor Automotive Primer Adhesion Promoter, and then I painted them with the correct matching paint, which is this Performance Choice Color Coat 395 Metallic Gray Interior Refinish Corvette 90 to 91, and it has that number on there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And this stuff works real good. It dries really quick. Then with the adhesion promoter, it says put 3 coats on and allow 3 minutes between coats. So that went real quick. And this is like 10 minutes between coats. I think also I had to wait 10 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes or something like that before you could put the actual paint on there, or dye. I think they refer to this as dye, but really it's paint. You can call it anything you want. It's paint. And it went well, and it looks really good. It's a big improvement in my mind, even though it's not 100% perfect. It's still a lot better than what was there. So hope that was helpful in some way. And one thing that I came in handy was this Husky shop light. This is, I think, a 2000 lumen. I think I paid around $25 for it. I'll try and leave a link for everything I used. And this thing came in handy because I was able to just, let me get it out there, set it in the back, turn it on, and help light up my work area, and I don't have to worry about it melting or burning me up or getting too hot like this halogen bulb here. This I like using in the wintertime because, you know, under the car and stuff, because it actually produces a lot of heat and it helps warm you up in this cold garage. But that being said, you can't use that, or you shouldn't use it anywhere near like the interior. You got to be careful. Or even if you use it on around the engine, you got to be, like, say you rest it up on top here somewhere, you got to worry about it melting the plastic. That's how hot that thing gets. If you touch the back side of that thing, it'll burn you. Now, I don't know how hot this gets. I don't think it gets hot at all, but If it does, I sure can't tell. And as you can see, or I hope you can see, how bright it is in there. And I haven't had a chance to use it under the car yet, but it looks like it's going to work really good. So I have to give that a big thumbs up. And like I said, I'll leave links, and I'll leave a link to that little USB charger that I installed. And if anybody asks me and wants to know anything else, you just ask down in the comment section. I'll try and answer you. That's it for this video. I hope everybody has a good day, and God bless.